What's up, guys? My name's Griffin. I'm a campus pastor here at Sandals Church. I'm at Sandals Church Azusa, and I'm going to react to some alien videos. I don't know what they're going to show me, but we're going to watch them for the first time together.
Of course, the Pentagon decides that now is the perfect time to confirm some UFO videos, so let's watch them. The first one is from 2004, so it's not very detailed, and not much happens in this first video until the end where it suddenly zips away. The next two are both from January 2015. This one consists of them seeing this fast-moving object and trying to lock onto it until they finally do. Then they just follow it until the video ends. The third one is probably the most interesting. He even says there's a whole fleet.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the inside.
This is what it looks like for most of the video, but the craziest part is when it starts tilting. Look at that, it's changing its orientation as it's flying. That's insane. So, two things. These videos have been out for a while. The Pentagon is just confirming that they're real. And the second thing is, maybe they are aliens. I definitely keep an open mind about this stuff. It'd be crazy if there were other forms of consciousness, and maybe it's other versions of ourselves.
Why is our technology so bad with the military? We spend so much money, and that's the best technology that we can have. Man, yeah, I don't know, interesting. I think I've seen these videos before. I don't know if it proves that there are aliens, or if maybe that's like another government craft that they're just testing out, and it has, you know, some kind of capabilities that we don't know about. But yeah, cool video. I don't have anything to say, man. I don't know what if that has any implications about Jesus or not. But all right, let's check out this next one. Way better music choice on this one. All right, that looks crazier. Looks like something out of Battlestar Galactica, but it's just kind of like free spinning out there. I don't really know what to make of that one either, man. It could be trash. It could be anything, dude. I could be looking at a science project. I think that's what's so frustrating about looking at this stuff, is that there's not like, there's no context to it. And so just like when you look at anything, man, if you don't have something that's gonna give you a frame of reference for what you're looking at, then you're not gonna understand it. It's like if you read the Bible, like I had a friend who just opened up the Bible one time to a random verse and put his finger down, and it says, "You are the man." Right? And he could look at that and be like, yes, I'm the man, dude, I'm the man. But it's actually where David is discovering that he's the man in the story, right? That he's the man who's evil, who killed somebody's wife, and he's getting called out for his sin, what he did to Uriah. And if you look at it from the right perspective, then that kind of changes the whole story. So I think that it's really hard when you look at a video like this that has no context and no frame of reference. Like, what are you supposed to make of it? So I don't know. It looks crazy though. That one's like maybe the most compelling one that I've seen so far though, as far as like actually being able to see some detail. So kind of interesting. All right, let's see. This one's from a Ring doorbell, I think.
Posted a news article from CNN of the Pentagon confirming leaked videos of UFOs.
Don't like this voice.
In an effort to stop my video from being leaked, they sent somebody to my home. Regardless, I'm here to share what I have until I can't anymore. This is what we saw when we tracked down the space object the next morning.
Okay, the editing is getting better and better, guys. I really like the music. I liked how intense it got. It sounded like, what's that movie, Cloverfield? That's what it reminded me of. That's pretty sick. So I might go follow this person on TikTok. Once again, I think it depends on what the context is, and I think especially now, everybody has access to different ways to try to put their story out there. And if you just see one side of the story, it's really easy to look at this and think that it's one thing when it could be a total other thing. I am not saying that the government is not covering up some stuff. They totally could be. Also, government, I'm not, please don't come to my house. I don't have anything to, if you want me to, like, you know, give you my Ring video doorbell, just take the whole thing out of the wall, I don't care. But I'm just saying, you gotta look at it from that perspective of, hey, there's two sides to every story. If you add some dramatic music, it could really change and sway people. Kind of swayed me. I got a little bit paranoid right there. So you guys just saw the product of that. So here we go, let's see the next one.
The Antichrist must come before the return of the Lord. Now Jesus says that you will not know the exact day or hour. However, we will know the season. And we are clearly in this season, guys. So ultimately, to bring
A lot of people have
one
said
world
that
religion,
before.
they have to destroy all world religions and atheism at once. So what are they going to do in order to achieve this? They're going to fake an alien deception, and those ancient aliens, like they've been pushing in all these shows, which I myself used to adhere to and love. I waited every Thursday for new ancient aliens because I used to believe this, guys. So wake up. These are fallen angels. These are spiritual demonic entities. They're interdimensional. They're not from outer space. They're interdimensional demonic forces. And these forces, when they come, are going to claim to be your creators, that they created all world religions, and that ultimately all megalithic structures were created by them, and that that's who the ancients worshipped. And this will cause everyone to forsake their religion and atheism all at once, and that's how the Antichrist will reign.
Okay, once again, we've been talking about context, right? I kind of wish that I would have watched this video before so that I could go and maybe grab some passages to speak to the context of some of the things that he's talking about. One of the things that he mentions is that this is some plan, that we are in the end times right now, and I think this thinking of we're in the end times, like in my lifetime, is maybe I think it's a really interesting way to look at it, rather than we're in the end times as far as Jesus has ascended to heaven, and now all the things that are coming after him are going to bring things to pass. Looking at it, and this is a very human thing to do, we look at it and we say, well, something incredible is going to happen in my lifetime. And I wonder if maybe that's just this very self-centric view that we take to the Bible, that we take to the world, instead of looking at all the things that God has done over all creation for us, and realizing that it's a really long story that he's writing. Like this is just, I'm living in one sentence, maybe one word of the whole story that God is writing. And so for me to say that in this one singular moment, one of the most important things ever is going to happen, I think is a really self-centric thing and an idea for us to look at. And also to say, man, it's so obvious, right? That's supposed to draw your viewer in and make them feel like, oh, you know what? I have to believe this guy or I'm totally dumb. Look, I think that there is nuance in everything, right? There's some deep nuance when you're reading the Bible. That's why I think that there's so many people who struggle with this stuff, is that it's not always super clear cut. There's different things that the Bible says that can be interpreted in multiple different ways, and there is one answer, and God knows the answer, but maybe the answer isn't for us to figure out what the exact thing is that God is trying to talk about. Maybe it is to just look at his overarching story and be thankful for what he's doing in our life. I'm so thankful that we went through Romans 8 this past 2 weeks or so, and I love it because it talks about this one idea. Well, it talks about a lot of ideas, but one of the ideas that it talks about is that God is that sin has affected all of creation, right? It's affected all of creation. It's affected the entire cosmos, right? And so we need something that is going to redeem all of creation, and the only person who could do that is Jesus. And it doesn't say that Jesus had to go to every planet and do that, right? There's one Jesus that can do it for all. That's how great Jesus is, right? And I think that if we look at it just from the context of our singular moment, we miss this bigger picture and the story that God is writing for us and letting us be a part of, even if it's just for one singular moment.